Okay, let's unpack this. Have you ever felt that frustrating gap between your big goals and, well, your actual daily progress? You set these ambitious targets, you've got the best intentions, but somehow they just don't seem to stick, right? Don't lead to real lasting change. Today, we're diving deep into a concept that honestly promises to bridge that exact struggle, showing you how seemingly tiny adjustments can lead to, well, monumental results.
Exactly. And our focus for this deep dive is James Clear's incredibly influential book, Atomic Habits. Came out in 2018. It's this fantastic blend of self-help and really practical psychology. And its core idea, which is, I think, truly revolutionary, isn't just about making small changes. It's understanding how these tiny daily,
Oh,
like 1% improvements,
yeah.
how they compound. They compound into massive success over time. It sounds simple, maybe,
No.
but it fundamentally shifts how we think about achievement.
That concept of compounding, it's so powerful, isn't it? It's not just simple addition. It's like interest building up on your efforts, tiny gains multiplying in these unexpected exponential ways. So if you had to really distill it down, what's the most profound shift in mindset that Clear asks you, the listener, to embrace?
Yeah, the really transformative part, I think, is his core message. He says, you not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems,
Hmm.
which basically means, dreaming big or setting these huge goals. It isn't enough by itself. Not really. The real secret to lasting achievement, it isn't about sheer willpower. It's about building the right daily habits, what he calls systems. These systems consistently move you forward, almost, on autopilot. Goals give direction, sure, but systems provide the actual progress.
That's quite a statement. You fall to the level of your systems. But for a lot of people, that word systems might sound a bit, maybe, intimidating, like building some complex machine. How does Clear make this idea less daunting and more actionable for someone just starting out, or maybe even for those feeling a bit stuck?
That's exactly where his genius lies, I think. He breaks it all down into four incredibly simple but really scientifically backed principles for changing habits. Think of it like a blueprint. First one, make it obvious. This taps into something psychologists call cue-dependent memory. Our surroundings give us these little nudges, right? So, want to drink more water? Don't just think about it. Put a full water bottle right on your desk where you can't miss it. Good habits need to be visible, and the bad ones, make them invisible.
Okay, so it's about kind of re-engineering your environment, making the good stuff almost unavoidable. What about the flip side, making it something you actually genuinely want to do?
Exactly. That leads right into the second principle. Make it attractive. See, our brains are wired for reward. If you want a habit to stick, you've got to find a way to make it appealing. He talks about temptation bundling, basically, pairing something you need to do with something you want to do. Like, maybe you only let yourself watch your favorite show while you're on the exercise bike. Simple, but effective. Then the third principle is make it easy. It's all about reducing friction. Want to exercise in the morning, lay out your gym clothes the night before, or, hey, even sleep in them. The less effort it takes to start, the more likely you are to actually do it.
Okay, obvious, attractive, easy. And what's the final piece? The one that really makes the habit lock in?
That's make it satisfying. And this one is crucial because our brains, they love immediate gratification. If a habit doesn't feel rewarding right now, we're just less likely to repeat it, even if we know it's good for us long term. So find a way to make good habits feel instantly rewarding. Could be super simple, like a check mark on a habit tracker, or a small celebration, or even just taking a moment to feel that sense of accomplishment. That immediate positive feedback gives you a little dopamine hit, reinforces the behavior, makes it stick. And these four laws, they work for building good habits and for breaking bad ones too.
That's incredibly practical advice, really actionable. And it seems so, well, universal, right? Now, many listening might already be into self-improvement, so maybe some of these ideas sound a little familiar. What's the sort of secret sauce in Clear's approach? What makes these principles uniquely effective in his book, making it stand out so much?
That's a fair point. While maybe the individual bits aren't entirely brand new, Clear's brilliance is really in the synthesis
Uh-huh.
and the systematic way he presents it all. He doesn't just tell you what to do, he explains why it works, psychologically speaking, and how to implement it with these practical bite-sized strategies. He gives you this robust framework that just works with human nature. Instead of fighting against it, it makes the whole thing feel manageable, not overwhelming. That's why it gets such high praise consistently, like often a 9.5 out of 10. It's about empowerment through structure.
Right. So, what does this all mean for you listening right now? It's really about recognizing that true progress, lasting change, it doesn't usually come from some sudden burst of motivation. It comes from the deliberate design of your daily system. So, small, consistent efforts, the 1% improvements adding up, that's the real engine of transformation.
Yeah, absolutely. And it leaves you with an important question to ponder, doesn't it? Considering these simple yet really powerful principles, what tiny atomic habit could you start or maybe stop today, knowing that one small change could genuinely, fundamentally redefine your whole trajectory tomorrow? Something to think about.